So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knops got loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the Monday nights than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two Beerded Guys.
Woo! Hi guys. Hi. No. Welcome back. I know we've been gone for a few weeks. Hopefully we remember how to do this, because last time we took a few weeks off, it was a shit show.
Don't get promises we can't cash, man.
I didn't promise. I said hopefully. I mean, we have a professional in marketing here with us today, so I mean, you know, in theory,
She showed up.
On time.
She showed up and early. I'm kind of impressed.
Yes, usually I'm 15 minutes late.
Technically, I normally tell people they can come right at 7, but I knew better.
As you should.
Yeah.
No, in all fairness, most of our guests are either comedians, musicians, tattoo artists, or in the beer world. So we always put in the
at least 15 minutes early.
Yeah. Wait, 2 of those? Which ones are you?
Tattoo artist.
I did not know you were a tattoo
I do a lot
artist.
of tattoos, just not, you know.
Ah, okay.
Done like 70 tattoos, just this.
Really?
They were pretty good. Can't say a whole lot about that because I didn't do it in a, you know.
You're good.
Yeah.
I was picking up what you were putting down.
Yeah.
We'll keep that off you.
That would just, I mean, we're live right now, so no promises.
No, I know. I just can't get into the specifics.
That's awesome. We'll talk about that at break. No, but welcome back. We're very excited to have Hannah from Quaff On with us today. We had the joy of meeting Hannah at FoulFest last year. Don't forget, guys, tickets are on sale, early birds right now. I know it's 6 months away, but might as well save money.
Did you say Foul Fest?
He did.
I call it Full Fest, but so many people call it Foul Fest or Fouling. I never know what it's called anymore.
The guys at the Folding Warehouse say fold.
No, they don't.
They
Robbie
don't?
says foul, Eric says full.
God damn it. I thought I had this
Eric's
figured
the
out.
owner, though.
Yeah, but I never know what to do anymore. I just
I
mix and match
started
the words.
pronouncing it foul, and then I had to sound out bowling with an F.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
I had to work my way there
Yeah.
eventually. But it did come
So,
out.
yes, but tickets are on sale. We met Hannah last year. John had the joy of actually
God, we
playing
were so
Fouling.
close. We almost.
They almost made the championship round throwing together.
It was like a movie.
We made it to the home stretch, but we were just a little shy.
My brother even tried to help him. He dove in to toss him the ball last
Slow
second, so they had one more shot. If John would have actually, you know, clutched up and got it.
Oh, it was so close.
But we're really excited to have her on the show and back at Fouling this year, so we're excited. So, Matt, you got anything over there before I dive too deep into this?
I do not see anything.
That's fine. Normally I don't ask him until I'm a lot farther in, but I decided to be nice and let John or Matt think I care. We do have 6 beverages.
You guys, that Drew just spoke up. What's up, Drew?
Drew,
So I don't need to send this. Okay. Hello, Drew.
Dr. Drew from the aforementioned
Lord of the Hot
Lord of the Hot Top Lore fame. But we have 6 beverages we will be drinking today. We will rate all 6. The 3 of us, our score, the average will be what we take. It is out of 5. So 0.25 to 5 in quarter increments. So the untapped scoring system, essentially. 3 is perfectly average, above 3 above average, shocker. 4 or higher is seek out worthy beers. So that means like, oh shit, that was fucking good. I'll
I'm
find
going to
this
give me
again.
some.
Somehow, some way, I'm gonna find this.
4, 7, 5, and 5 obviously are just great beers. Under 3, below average, but 2 to 2.75 a lot of times can be some breweries, especially smaller breweries, core beers, just because it's easier to pump them out. Maybe they tried something really cool and it just didn't fully work, so it's still drinkable, but not quite average. Something just missed. Under 2, now we're in the I spent the money or my buddy spent the money, I'll fucking drink it, at 1 to 1.75 range. And then 0.25 to 0.75, that is the definition of drain pour worthy beer. That is the shittiest of shit. Mama didn't raise no bitch on this show, so we always finish our beers. But we're telling you that if you had it in your fridge, either give it to the friends you don't like, give it to your garbage disposal friend, a.k.a. my brother Brett, or dump it down the drain.
So, we always used to say, because they're sober kids in Africa, and I never saw that online until we started saying that. I just want to throw that out there, right?
Yeah,
Like,
speaking
we
of,
started that.
The rating system, I just realized we haven't been missing an opportunity this entire 5 years. 4, 7, 5, and 5 should be the Brett Van Hart of beers. The best
Greatest of
there
all
is,
time.
best
yeah.
there was, best there ever will be.
Hannah
Matt.
just giggled when she saw that I put
Can
the
Cam?
semi on the can cam.
Yes.
This is the little model of Quafon's new semi-trailer. It was brought to us because we're nerds and we like toys, and she literally pulled it out of the bag and went, they'll like this.
Yup.
Will this be available for sale at the location?
No. But can we say that features a 6-inch blonde?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I get it.
I think
Well, I'm
it's
bigger than 6 if
actually
you ask me.
it's like 5 1/4. I can't remember.
I gotta believe that.
And that's why he's single.
It's
Yep.
at least 7. E.B. Hunter's on says hello.
What's up, EB?
In guy math, that's a foot.
Yeah.
EB, when are we going to Iowa?
Also, EB, I sent you a message. If you responded, I'm sorry. I haven't seen it. But I need your shirt size again. Because you're owed a couple shirts from Patreon. Even though we've switched, we owe you. So I want to get you your shirts.
He also says, drain pours are real. Don't be fronted, Tyler. That was an apostrophe. That's why.
Hey, I don't drain pour on this show. Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Says, the death beers will come.
Yeah, I think you drop them off to us a lot of times.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey guys, this brewery's been closed for 9 years. Here you go.
All right.
Thanks.
Now, anticipated beer. We always start off with our anticipated. Matt, what are you excited for
I'm
today?
looking forward to Hog Molly.
So he's looking forward to the High Molly
Strong
Stout.
stout is got fig in it. It's gonna be delicious.
You know your mic is literally attached to you, right?
I'm just excited.
He's just
That's how
excited, yeah.
I show my excitement through volume. You should
Loud noises.
You can just hear the volume crackling on the other end.
No, that's usually when I talk.
Okay, that's fine.
That's why the mic's so far away from me.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, yeah.
John?
Honestly, we had such good luck with that first Civil Life beer. I'm going to choose that one. Let's see if we can make it 2 for 2.
All right. Hannah?
Ash and Elm. I love everything that Ash and Elm puts out.
And they do make some good ciders.
They
Yeah,
do.
they make sweet things, and I really need sweet things for alcoholic beverages. A lot of non-flashbacks from college.
Nom flashbacks.
Flashbacks.
For me, it's gonna be the Gnosis
That's
Pilsner.
jungle juice, right?
Yeah.
The jungle.
I love me a good Pilsner. I judge breweries on Pilsners. I like Gnosis Brewing, but I haven't tried the Pilsner yet. So when he gave me that at Columbus to bring back to the show, I was like, "Ooh, yay!"
As we should.
So in your flashbacks, you just like roll out of bed hungover, be like, I love the smell of jungle juice in the morning.
Well, I've actually never had a hangover. I have only blacked out
You're one of those?
twice.
Okay.
But I've never had a hangover. Pretty sure I only woke up with a concussion at one time.
That's
Yeah,
probably
that's
worse.
different. That's different.
Was
It
that when
was,
you
it
blacked
was a
out?
light one, so it was like a dull headache right here. But no, it's just too much. I don't know, hard liquor mixed together that was just incorrectly mixed together.
So college.
Oh yeah, I learned
Yeah,
that too. Yeah.
just ruined all of it for a long time.
Too much coke, not enough alcohol. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
I
didn't know
think
the
it's the other way
ratio.
around.
I didn't know the ratio of like a Jack and Coke. I think I went 50-50.
That's not right.
I
I
used
is weak.
I used to make my Jack and Cokes like I make my mimosas. Jack with a splash of Coke.
Yeah.
I learned that was wrong over the years.
Yeah.
Mostly as I got older and hangovers became a thing.
See, it really just depends on who you ask. The ratio is more of an advisement, you know. It's kind of suggestive.
My body and the fact
It's
that
like
I now
Steve
do
on
get
the
bad hangovers, it tells me I was wrong.
Yeah.
Ooh,
But
Drew
I just-
says Hannah needs to try some of the Hopplore sours. Those are good. You
Yeah,
might
yeah,
find
yeah,
some
yeah.
of those.
I actually have started to really like sours. So
She would have tried your guys' sours if you wouldn't have canceled Lord of the Hops because Quaffon was supposed to be there.
She was
I
so
actually
ready
almost
for it.
cried.
She actually made Star Wars themed tap handles for the event, Drew.
You're making me sound like a geek.
You are a geek.
You're in welcome company.
Welcome.
We can keep it
Yeah.
here.
I mean, I got Harry Potter and Winnie the
Winnie the
Pooh on my
Pooh,
arms.
got-
He's
Greek
covered in Star
mythology.
Wars. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. He owns, a house worth of
Transformers.
Yeah.
So,
We all literally wear our nerdum on our sleeve.
Yeah.
not wrong. Matt, you got anything else before I pour our first beverage?
EB, now we're having a sidebar conversation. Guys, eyes on the screen, not to each other. EB says, what's up, big whelps? Like, no. I appreciate you guys' conversation, but pay attention to us. You guys can converse later.
Actually, keep
That's what the
commenting.
break is for.
No, keep commenting to each other because more comments means more views.
Yes.
Don't
And
discourage commenting, Matt. What the fuck?
I also that throws me back to when We had the guy from like the Netherlands
That was one of my favorite days.
and like the guy from Germany watching, but just chatting
They
to each
didn't know
other.
each other.
Yeah.
It was when we used to
Wait, they're
stream.
from different countries and they didn't know each other?
Yeah, we used to stream on Twitch, and it actually worked. Now, for some reason,
It's just a black screen.
it's a black screen. They can hear us, but then when the stream ends, all of a sudden the video's there. It's the weirdest thing. Twitch hates us.
I don't understand.
So, it hates our stream deck. So, we...
Think of why that would happen.
Yeah, neither can we, and neither could Twitch. I messaged them, and they went, that doesn't make sense. It shows it's working on our end. And I'm like, well...
Great.
Can you try to watch it? Because
Yeah. But these two random dudes just start having a full conversation about beer in Europe and all sorts of random shit over there. And just, they watched the entire show just chit-chatting with each other. It was one of my favorite things that ever happened.
yeah,
There you go, Garbage Pail Kid.
Thanks.
No problem. All right. So our first beverage is B Pills by Gnosis Brewing. American Pilsner with Citra hops and orange blossom honey. I am so excited for
this
this.
sounds really good.
Gnosis is out of Maryville, Indiana. They are rapidly gaining in popularity throughout the state. We do score everything on Untappd, so I'll score as we go.
You can follow along at home when you're on up.
Yeah, so if you missed the score and you want to know what it is, it's right there. I'm not looking up Gnosis. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Dr. Drew says, hello, EB. So sidebar conversations are happening.
B Pills won a Indiana Gold for Pilsner Other on Untappd this year.
Nice.
5.8% ABV.
It's just pleasant.
I don't mind that.
I know what Tyler's critique is going to be though.
That's... Huh.
It's effervescent as fuck.
Is that what you had your money on?
And it's malty.
It is. But it's effervescent as fuck.
It's not what I had my money on.
Like, I started to get the flavor, and then the bubbles went, fuck flavor, here's bubbles!
But that might lead into what I thought his comment was going to be.
Yeah, look, I get that citrus on the finish, though. Like, that's different for pills.
Do you? I get bubbles!
I got the citrus more than anything.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, like,
Didn't know I was drinking a fucking seltzer.
But actually, it's kind of that. I'm not getting that.
Alright, big gulp, I got more flavor.
it's not like
Did you get any hops in that?
No.
Right.
I got
It's a
malt,
Pils.
I got a little bit of honey, and TV static.
It's like TV static?
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of what I'm tasting.
the bubbles. Yeah. TV static. John knew what I meant.
Did you get it, John?
No.
I get it. I think the TV static is making it more bitter for me. I'm trying to distinguish if I'm tasting any hops or if
This
it's
is
just the
making my day.
bubbles.
She's like, it's the TV static made it bitter.
It almost
Does
tastes
that
like
make sense though?
It
Like
does.
it adds to the bitterness.
tastes like a pop pop fizz fizz, the Alka-Seltzer bitterness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what a relief it is.
I'm a little disappointed. I had high hopes for that beer. Mostly because I've rarely had anything by Gnosis I didn't like, so.
Yeah.
And it's not so much that it's bad. I just don't get anything they were going for. I don't get honey. I don't get pills at all. I get no hop.
On the flip side, I can see why people like it.
It is light and drinkable and refreshing.
It's crushable.
Yeah. Yeah.
As someone who has just started to actually get into drinking beer, this is very tolerable. I could actually sit down and drink this. Yay.
I'm so happy we have 2 shows in a row of people who don't really drink craft beer.
Why do you think I'm excited about Ash and Elm?
We had a guy a couple weeks ago, he's a comedian, and he goes, I don't like craft beer. And I'm like, oh, this should be fun.
Oh, great.
So we added Matt in as a 4th scorer to balance the scores out a little bit. Well,
I found it!
What we found out was, it wasn't that he didn't like craft beer. He never really had craft beer. He just assumed he didn't like it. He's tasting these beers like, this is fucking good. We're like, yeah.
So he just grew up on like the big brands.
I mean, in all
Yeah.
fairness, he's like 22, so.
Oh, okay. So I'm 23.
I know.
This makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had
You
that
got a
much
year-
time to
you got a
legally
year.
experience, the different avenues
When you're
of
under
alcohol.
21 and you're drinking, don't do that, kids.
Allegedly.
You typically drink, mass market, easy to get shit.
Not even.
Either liquor, ciders,
So you just
or
get off the hobo.
30 racks.
30 racks. You're not getting fucking. I'm not spending $20 on a 6-pack when I'm in college. Like, it ain't happening.
Yeah.
So I don't expect early 20s to have had as broad a...
Yeah.
You know, speaking of that, I remember when I moved to Muncie and was going to college, and
Nobody moves to Muncie.
Prove you wrong. Bought a house and everything. Greatest mistake of my life.
You go to Ball State?
Yeah. Trip.
Oh.
I feel like I just lost like any kind of cred I had on that side of the table.
No.
Can't
Can't lose what you didn't have.
And that's true. That's my self-respect.
Cabbage.
Sorry.
2.5 years, I didn't finish.
I forgot that was a real school.
I didn't finish.
I went to Purdue and didn't finish. That's beside the point.
I have like 3 different colleges under my belt right now. So.
Atta girl.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, that's my route.
Technically, have you finished any of them?
Nope.
Atta girl.
Hey, I got the
fits
job
in.
I wanted without the degree, so.
Me too.
Solid.
Save the money time.
You just did yours
Work.
quicker than I did.
Yeah.
Well, mine took a roundabout way to get to all the stuff I wanted to do.
I got accepted to Hanover on pre-law, so same.
Fairly certain she just brushed the dirt off that fucking shoulder right there. Just, I was a badass and still am. John, you were first to score, my man.
So, I can see why people like it. I think it is very drinkable. It's crushable. What it's supposed to be is not quite matching up. So, I'm going to give it a score that doesn't match the way I like it, but I think it matches what the miss they had on the style. I'm going to go 2.5.
I'm gonna go.
You do you. You don't
Yeah.
have to
I'm
judge
just
it
gonna
on
go a
me.
little bit higher to 3. I think.
Score with your heart. Don't worry.
I'm going to give it what it deserves taste-wise and their miss. 2.25.
That's a 2.5 average.
But no, sis, I still want you to come to Foul Fest.
And
so-
yeah, you're great.
We like your
So-
beer. Just
And
not
if Tom
this
made you
one.
mad, then just take my invitation to Full Fest instead, and you can tell Skylar to fuck off.
I mean, listen, it got the gold on Untapped. So,
You clearly did something right.
yes.
I just don't like it. I'm sorry. Big love.
Drinkability, it scores the
Yeah.
highest.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could crush it on the boat.
If I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, if I knew nothing about that beer, I might actually enjoy it a little better.
Yeah. And that's the old, if it's on the can, it better be in the can.
Exactly.
This is
Well,
why
call
my
it
job
Canada
is so
Downer.
important.
Yes.
Yes. What were you about to say, Matt?
I said that's why they call it in the can of Danner.
Oh, good lord.
That's not why.
Oh, it's not?
Both of you
Why
stop.
is it, John?
I still don't know.
Do we need to call Bart to get the answer?
Bart just came up with something one day. It's fine.
That's Bart. Great
I don't
gift
think
you
it
ever
came
gave
up.
mankind right there.
He might have coined it, but he didn't come up with it.
Fuck it. I hate you both. Alright, our next beverage is the Strawberry Lemonade Ash Elm Cider. It's the April cider of the month. Very excited for this one. I found it in the fridge and it made me happy.
They make separate labels for their cider of the month?
Yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah. And they highlight the month on the label. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Now, is that
June.
June already? Like,
It
you
just
got that
started
today?
June. It's a month old.
Okay.
Alright. Every cider from Ash Elm Cider Company is made with care to provide a balanced and nuanced modern beverage. Never from concentrate and naturally gluten-free. Our ciders are made with fresh pressed regional apples. Each month, Ash Elm releases a new cider of the month. Limited releases, yada, yada, yada. I don't care. Alright. Actually, it is 2 months old because it was 4-1.
I was going to say...
It was canned 4-1, so it's
Okay.
literally...
All right.
Yeah, it's 2 months. If it can't last 2 months, then
Yeah, it's
they're
2
gonna
months in
problem.
a day.
Who invited you?
You chose this. Personally.
I like
Damn,
this
that
episode
was
even
me.
more.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I can pull out the text. Like, I could do...
She tried to warn us by not showing up.
Do I need to pull out the text where you just ignored us after scheduling the first
You were
time?
sick? I was
No,
sick.
no. I was only sick. I was fine. I just told you I was sick because you never responded.
That's below the belt, but it's okay.
Listen, we say he's abrasive around here.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, you two.
I'll take that one on the chin. I was really bad about answering all of communication for like a solid 2-week period.
It's
at
almost
Craft
like
Brewers Conference.
it's almost like she was designing semis and getting ready for CBC,
Making
and
scale models.
you know, it's almost like she was busy.
I literally had to stay home for 2 days on my home Wi-Fi on a different computer because my work computer crashed and deleted all of my progress when I was about 2 hours away from finishing.
I was like, weren't you about to submit the semi-design when it happened? I thought that's what you told me at Death and Taxes.
Yeah. I had to do all of the elements again at home that went onto it and then put all of it back together. It was awesome. It's been a week doing all of the little things first.
All the small things. Wait, sorry.
Yeah.
That's pretty tasty.
That's why I'm not a designer. Also, I can't draw.
Oh, I wouldn't kick that out of bed for eating crackers.
That's delicious.
That is fantastic. That is quite tasty.
It's jammy without being overly sweet or artificial.
That is
It
quite
is like-
yummy.
No notes.
That's strawberry. That's
No
strawberry
notes.
jam.
No
is-
notes.
Just more, please. That's a good balance of apple, lemon, and strawberry, and it somehow all works together.
Yeah.
That is pleasant.
That's a good blend.
Yeah.
I love the jamminess without it being sweet. Like, there's sweetness, but it's not sweet, really.
Right.
It has that little bit of crispness that slides through that sweetness, allows it to still have those full flavors without coating the tongue. That is pleasant.
That very first sip, I was just like, oh my god, this is going to be cloying, and it's not. Oh,
No, not at
nice.
all.
Still finishes nice and crisp. Like that's pretty darn good.
Yeah, they're so good.
And for having so many flavors, it doesn't have a weird aftertaste.
Not at all.
No, they're blended well.
Cynthia's watching, says, that sounds fantastic. You should bring me one.
I don't have any more, sorry.
Well, now I
But it is
must get
fantastic.
some, she says.
And if, if we did have some, it would probably get drink here after the show, so. Doubt it goes home anyways.
That's delicious.
Yeah, we'll need a rinse after
I
this
say
one.
bottoms up, buddy. Waiting on you, pal.
I was enjoying it.
And you go first on this one.
Yeah, you guys go first now.
Yeah.
What's the highest?
5.
5.
There you go.
Say it with your chest.
5. That was phenomenal. No notes.
I love it. She took a sip and
Phenomenal.
went, no notes. Just,
What's the highest? 5.
Perfect. Done.
you made perfection according to Hannah. Very, very good. Even like right now, a lot of times ciders can have a linger effect. I'm not getting that with that. That is a very well-made, well-balanced flavor profile. I'm not a 5 on it, but I'm going to give it a 4 1/4. I would seek that out.
So,
And it's 6.4%.
I know.
Oh,
God
really?
damn, that might have pushed me.
Yep.
That might have pushed me.
Yeah.
Okay.
5.
So I've been back and forth between a 4.5 and a 5. 4.5 and a 4.75. And I'm just like, do I want to give a cider a 4.75? I do. It's a 4.75 for me.
Alright, so that gives us a... divided by 3. It comes out to 4.66, which is a 4.75. I was like, hold on, math. That's why you're supposed to do it, John.
I just did.
You were being slow. 4.75. That is a damn tasty beverage. Matt, I didn't ask you on the first one because I frankly didn't care. But if you counted, what would you score this?
This one?
No, the other one I just said this one.
Sometimes you have me retroactively score. I don't know.
Yeah, but I didn't care, remember?
I care. Give us
you
both.
started caring. The cider, that's really... I'm not normally a big cider guy. And funny, we were talking about that on Saturday. Like, you had grabbed one, we always had some ciders. And that thing is refreshing as fuck. That's good. It's well balanced. I'm going to go 4.5 on that. It could easily deserve more. I just don't know that I can bring myself to score a cider higher.
That's where I was at. But then it's 6.4%, and
Yeah, I was at the 4 1/4. I bumped it to 4.5.
I was listening to myself. I was like, I sound like a bitch right now. Give it what it deserves.
Also, in my dish bitchly duties, looks like there's some pretty cool glassware that we could show off. I don't know if that we just recently got. No. Okay.
No, it's the new one here. The one that, unfortunately, we couldn't show you last time. But we can this time.
Yes.
It was the surprise mystery glass from Craft or Die. The whiskey glass. I love this thing. It makes me
It's
happy.
the most recent Craft or Die mystery glass on the Craft or Die can brought to you by Craft or Die.
Yes.
So
Our
we got that
sponsor.
right.
Nice.
Okay.
Our sponsored can.
Freedom!
This just makes me happy.
That's just a great 4th of July movie, right?
I thought that was the Patriot.
Sure.
Wrong Mel Willis movie.
Well, Williams.
Wallace.
Well, Wallace, damn it. That's right. You got me messed up. He always does random shit with his glassware, and the sticker he had on the wrap around it had a fake quote from the movie, and then under it said, Mel Wallace or William Gibson or something like that. It was one of those two.
Jesus.
He gives magnets out with all the glasses and fucking collector cards that'll be individually numbered.
Yeah.
It'll have a story background.
Oh my god.
They're all over there. They're either in that box because I haven't transferred them over yet, or the Underberg 10.
Okay.
Cindy says if that cider got that kind of score, then you should seek it out and bring it home.
No.
I won't. So,
After I'm done with this, I'm going to bed. Quickly.
I'm gonna go buy some hash now.
Hannah's I'm going to
5.
run to all the liquor stores and just get all of them. If it is still on the shelf, it will be hers.
The April cider of the month is going to be gone after this.
If there is any left, it is gone.
Oh my god, I forgot it was April. This is so depressing now. It's April.
Little light on that stuff.
Hey, Total Wine might have it. They don't rotate
I
their
was
shelves.
just thinking about going
That's
to
true.
check out Total Wine.
Total Wine never rotates their shelves. It's
I
fine.
mean, I love Total Wine.
I love Total Wine.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do this a lot when I buy
It's a
beers
big
at
box
Total
store.
Wine. I do the
Total
old.
Wine's overwhelming for me, almost.
It's a adult candy store basically.
Yes.
I took my brother in there for the first time around the holidays a few years ago, and Brent literally just goes, "The fuck, I'm home."
I think I say pull like a little kid. If I can't have it all, I don't want any. You just turn around and left.
Well, and then Brett and I are both walking around, and it's sample. Brett and I had a buzz going while Christmas shopping. It was fucking great. Didn't spend $1, but got a buzz.
Pro tip.
We purposely do that. We go eat at
Yeah.
BJ's, and then we head to Total Wine and
Why
get a
don't you
buzz
just go
going.
get samples of food from Sam's Club first?
No, because
Everything can be free.
that's a pain in the ass.
How is that more of the pain in the ass than Total Wine?
Well, because I can buy Christmas gifts at Total Wine while I'm at it.
You can buy Christmas gifts at Sam's
I don't have a
Club.
Sam's Club membership.
I can let you borrow mine.
Shh, not on the air. They're gonna catch you.
All right, guys. Our next beer and last beer of the first half of the show is the Pub Series from Civil Life Brewing Company IPA. That's pretty much all it says. So, all right.
Yeah.
This beer you're holding was born out of a belief that hard work, that didn't make sense. Hard work, generosity, and unity are hallmarks of civil life. Cool. Good story, bro.
It's a cool place.
Now they're not setting themselves up for failure by putting too much shit on the outside of the can, though.
No, it literally just says
IPA.
Pub Series India Pale Ale. That's all you get.
Also from April.
Can I see the can art before you put it on this banner?
No.
Please.
You have to watch the show later.
Bold me to assume I didn't go rewatch the one where you did Corn Crusher while I was actively in an airport.
Did you really?
Yes.
I love that.
Because you mentioned me. It's important.
I liked Corn Crusher.
Yeah.
That's the most Indiana beer ever.
Oh,
Smells
we
like
got
canned
Christian says, "What's up, my boys?"
Christian! Follow Michiana Beer Reviewers.
For
Big
Christian,
shout out.
not for that.
Yeah, not for that.
See, I
100%
like the
for Santa
simplicity
Claus.
Of this one specifically.
Oh, yeah.
There's a good and a bad way to do minimalism, and that is one of the good ways.
So you know how you picked this up from the brewery in April, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you would think it'd be fresh, right? Because you're buying it from the brewery
It's brewed
in
in
April.
February.
What made you think that?
Theoretically, it should be, November of 24.
Okay.
That was worse than
So
I
you
For
bought
6
expected.
months.
you bought almost a 5.
I bought it at 6 months.
Yeah, you bought a 6-month IPA, and basically it was you better drink this now. So
Yeah.
we're 2 more months past that. So
Some places throw theirs out after 3.
Well, what happened was
Some kid-
he brought snow with him, so what's that load on these brownies?
probably what happened.
Well, maybe that's why they had the great mixer.
I bet
Case.
that is why they had the great price mixer cases. It was
Yeah.
all old shit.
Yeah.
They were just like,
Oh, that makes sense. That's a good play.
They had,
It
you know,
scares me.
normally you can do like a mixer sixer or whatever. It was a case of 12. 2 of each. So 12 different styles, 2 of each.
Christian said, "True that." Ho ho ho.
Ho ho.
Hi, Santa.
No, I'm not so excited about this one. Damn it.
I have to
That's a
mentally-
malt bomb.
That is very malty for IPA.
That is a malt bomb. But not like malt like a hazy the way they do the malts for just the sugar. That's just malt.
Why am I getting chocolate in it?
Probably from the malt.
Yeah.
That's a malt bomb. There is nothing about this that screams IPA to me.
I mean, it's got some bitterness to it.
So does a lot of beer.
I got the chocolate on the back end. Kind of a coffee, also.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, a little bit of a bigger combo. I get coffee-ish. I can see that.
Yep.
I never really get any like hop bitterness. I get a little malt bitterness.
Huh. That was weird.
Did they put the wrong beer in the can?
I kind of wonder.
1 for 2, boys.
There is nothing about this that screams IPA to me.
Because it's not necessarily even bad. It's just...
No, honestly, it kind of tastes like... Oh, there's... No, that wouldn't be it. Maybe an amber ale a little bit. I mean, it's not the right color. It's not an amber, but like...
More like that, though? Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of caramely note, that little bit of chocolatey.
I say kind of like if you had Swanzig's chocolate beer and kind of watered it down and a little bit.
Like an IPL?
I don't understand what
I
the
don't
fuck
even
this
know.
is.
I don't know.
Well, guys, this has been a banner start to the fucking show. Jesus.
Christian,
Ash and Elm, baby.
Thank God Ash and Elm came out swinging.
Christian says an IPA malt bomb? Weird, now I want one.
Like I said, like, it's not bad.
It's not inherently bad, it just isn't what it's aiming to be.
And Christian, it's not even like the sugars like when you have a malt bomb like in a hazy IPA sometimes, where it's that sugar and citrus sweetness. This is legit like they went to make a brown ale or an amber, or they went to make an IPA but only had their malts for their brown ale or amber and went, fuck it, it'll work.
Okay, so, question. They're an English pub. Is there an English IPA that is more of a malt bomb?
Are we supposed to drink this warm?
No. No.
That's a good
That's a fair
question.
question.
No, it...
It could have a different flavor profile if it's warm.
I have never really heard of an English IPA because the English just steal shit.
But isn't it theoretically where it started?
No,
This
it
is
started.
Googleable.
I mean, yes, to ship to India, but like everything's just like the normal, like what we think of as like a IPA is what they had. I maybe I'm wrong. I think Matt's googling right now.
Yeah, I'm actually doing something useful this time. Per craftbeer.com,
Earthy floral.
the English style pale ale, well, that's English style pale
Not
ale,
really.
but it says English style India pale ale right above it, characterized by a hearty helping
He's
of
reading
English
the
hop
exact same thing.
character, earthy, floral, and increased alcohol content.
I got no earthy, no floral. I mean, I guess maybe earthy if you consider coffee to be bean juice.
Maybe.
No, it's kind of telling you it should have a decent amount of hops. That's even what I'm reading in this big one from craftbeer.com.
And I'm assuming hops dropped out. It's 8 months old at this point.
Have you guys ever had quaffs like Java the Red?
Yes.
Okay, so like that, this reminds me of a stronger version of a coffee red ale. That's what I'm
That's
thinking.
fair. It's getting more into that red character.
Like it has more of a bite to it than a normal coffee red ale would, but I know this isn't supposed to have any coffee in it at all.
I mean,
Not that I know. Unless it came the
Not that I
wrong
know.
one. Right.
I'm still convinced it might
Still
be
a
the wrong
possible
beer.
theory.
Like, I mean, I worked for a brewery that absolutely did that once, so it's fine.
Cynthia says if she's learned anything, she knows that if she can't find a beer she wants to order at a place, she'll get whatever Ash and Elm has because it's never let her down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this fucking beer on here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Civil.
We need to bring the next one to Brew Day. See what Smo says.
Oh, because it was.
Of course, Smo probably has his own too.
6.5% ABV. All right, so here's the
Sure.
delicious double dry hopped American IPA with more malt complexity and body than most.
Okay.
Exactly what you'd expect from a Civil Life IPA, whatever the fuck that means. We just cranked up the bitterness and alcohol knobs a bit. I don't believe you on the bitterness. Bready and caramely.
Yes.
With bold, juicy fruit flavors. No.
No.
And aromas. No.
No.
Robust, warming, and hey bartender, give me another ish. Whatever the fuck. Okay. Careful, stay civil. Notable ingredients: English Maris, Otter, and Karastan malts, German Munich and Carahel malts, malted and unmalted yeast. So many hops. Glacier, Chinook. I know Chinook hop flavors. I did not taste that at all. Antonym, Cascade, Falconer's Flight. I think the hops dropped out. I think that's the biggest issue.
I think so. I think that's 100%.
I think the 8 months later is what
Yeah.
doomed that beer more than anything.
Not bad. It's drinkable. I'd drink it again.
I wouldn't. Because if I want an IPA, it sure as hell I gotta do that.
Like,
But
if I had it and it was in my fridge or someone handed it to me, I'd drink it, but I wouldn't like.
and I knew what to like. It's not
Get
gonna.
it.
I could easily drink this knowing what it is,
That's fair.
right? Like having had it, like oh that's fine.
It's still drinkable, but like fresh, I'd be curious.
But if
to
I
try
want an
it,
IPA, I'm not going with that.
yeah.
6.5%. I'm first this time.
Yeah.
175.
I'm gonna go 2.25.
You are very wrong. That is generous as fuck.
Well, it's still drinkable. It just something's off. That's literally our scale.
The entire part of the beer. The entire title of the beer is off.
So they got something wrong.
All of it.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say that I'd like to try it if it's fresh, so I'll do 175 also.
I really thought she was going higher when she started out that way, and I was like,
she's gonna John you. She didn't.
So what's that end up, John? 2?
Oh, 2. Yeah.
I thought so, but you know, I've been wrong before.
Wait, 2.175s and that 2 was a.
2.25.
Oh, 2.25. Oh, I forgot.
Yes, John.
Schlafly says, "Thanks for featuring Schlafly Scotch Ale. Cheers."
They've responded every time we tell
Salute,
them.
guys.
Yeah.
Good, nice.
You're coming up shortly.
So
After
yeah,
the break.
we are going to take our break now, mostly because I need a drink of my water to get rid of whatever the fuck that was.
It's been fun.
And hopefully, Schlafly and then our local boys can bring it home.
Bring it home.
Holy shit. And then stay tuned because the start of the next half, we're going to highlight the fuck out of Quaffon and all the shit Hannah's doing. So stay tuned.
Yay!
night. Big bushy beards and awesome hats. Two bearded guys. Oh yes they are 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 two bearded guys.
I mean,
I don't think I can fault them.
I did not. So, you know, I can suck it.
yeah, that's right.
Breaking their hearts.
This is my artistic vision. No.
Alright, we're back with Hannah from Quaffon Brewing. And what you don't know is, or what you might not know, hopefully you do because it's badass. She did the redesign on the cases here
little
for
higher.
6
A
foot
little more to
strawberry
your left.
blonde. Holy fuck. There's no way it's in front of me. It can be seen. Alright,
Just try to block you out.
6 foot strawberry blonde. We've had the trailer up there already for the redesigned Quaff On semi-trailer. Bad shoulder trying to do that one-handed. That was a bad
You could have
idea.
asked for help.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it till as I got to like this point. I went, oh.
That's classic
Your
Taylor.
shoulder's like my eyes. You have a bad one and a worse one.
You want me to get a can out?
The left one's not bad anymore. Why? Do you want one out? Do you want one on the spinner?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, my foot's stuck. Okay.
As soon as she's done grabbing a can here because it was killing her, I didn't put one on the spinner yet.
You didn't have to add the yet in there.
I would have eventually might have done it.
Oh, you know,
Yeah, we're good at our job.
Well, when we
John,
had one on the
what
show when we were
quaff
drinking
beer?
it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Drink.
I was just saving it for when we
Oh.
drank.
To drink heartily and with gusto.
Yes. It is.
Not your best Mudhog reads.
Okay.
Matt, Cam.
Cam. Engage.
The
Oh, yeah. That was a good picture.
Did you get? Oh, can you send me that? No. I didn't get a picture of that before we had to actually put those cans on ice. And then
Dude, you guys burned through your beer. Everybody did that
It
event.
was crazy.
But anyway, what is next for Quaff On that you're working on? What anything cool coming up?
We are doing. Can you hear that?
oh yeah.
We're about to start doing a giveaway with little waterproof
Leave it on
JBL
Can Cam.
speakers. And we're not quite sure how many we're giving away yet, but we are getting it posted within the next week. That is the goal that I'm putting on my speakers. But we're giving those away as kind of our summer giveaway. So, yeah, that's the coolest thing.
I think
Those
it's
are awesome.
badass because, for one, JBL speakers are amazing. But also, it's waterproof and it has the 6 foot strawberry blonde logo. So, I mean,
Exactly.
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Especially since the person that made it's kind of cool. So, you know, it works out. I meant the person who makes the beer. No.
Right.
Just don't ask her about Deflategate.
My nickname was Wells in high school. I'm dead serious. Like with my radio and TV teacher, he nicknamed me Wells.
That's funny.
After the Wells report.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I love that giveaway, too. Do you guys do giveaways every summer normally?
Yes. Usually we do an outdoor giveaway, and we'll do different outdoor themes, I guess. So last year our grand prize was a full-size 10-foot kayak with a whole prize pack with it, and then
That's cool.
before that we had smaller prize packs of hiking and golf.
Oh, that's
and
badass.
what else was there? There was 8 before that.
Oh,
I have
the
slept since then. But usually we have one every year, and since the Strawberry Blonde came out in March in the cans for the first time in 12-ounce 12-packs, figured it would be good to kind of focus on that and something that I can ship and don't have to drive 9.5 hours around the state to deliver.
That's
Maybe.
important.
That sounds nice, yeah.
Yeah, but everybody was very gracious and being very patient for me to get those delivered because it took forever for me to even get a hold of a
Oh, the
vehicle
kayak.
to hold them.
Well, and I know how vehicle issues can sometimes be.
Not too soon yet.
Too soon on that?
Deep
Too
breath
soon?
my way through that.
You did that at Taxman.
Yeah, in my dad's truck. Yeah, it was great. I had so much fun.
Our next beer is Schlafly Scotch Ale. Traditional Scotch Ale at 6.2%. Schlafly is also
let's
out
go.
of the St. Louis area.
Wait, I go freedom, and this would actually match, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Lovely color to it. Nice smell.
Never seen Brave Oh.
Don't.
Oh, you just got judged so hard.
I'm 23.
I love how she's just gonna keep trying to use that.
My brain isn't even fully developed yet.
I think my brain just got there.
Oh my god. No, yours just got pickled.
Yeah, I never made it fully because I
This big malty ale is dark, sweet, and roasty with enough strength to make it a winter warmer.
That's scary in June.
Yeah,
It's only
like a
6.2%,
tart.
That's fine.
That's still pretty easy drinking.
I have a beer back there that's 23.4%.
That's beer still.
Yeah.
It's as strong as you are old.
I have a lot of beers back there that are like
We've drank beer as whole
What is
as
it?
16
old as
or
her.
higher.
Where did we drink it? Death in Texas. It was
Oh,
good.
one of the River North beers.
It was a river. I don't know if it's that one.
No, it was actually a lower one. It was only like 14 or 15%.
Yeah, only. That's where they start out, though.
It was the
That's sessionable
wasn't
for
it the
them.
Porter John that we took there?
Yeah, I think that was the porter.
It was memorable
Oh yeah,
in a good way.
Most
I-
everything by them is memorable.
In a good
their
way.
porter's very good.
Yeah,
Everything's really
that
good.
is
Yeah,
interesting. Little thinner than I expected.
but it carries good flavor.
Carries good flavor though.
Yeah, like it's hearty.
As someone,
And it shouldn't be thick. It just, the way they described it, I almost expected it.
Yeah,
A little astringent on the big gulp.
yeah.
A little drying, a little astringent.
agreed.
She doesn't like being on camera.
Indeed.
Good malt, good caramel notes in that one. I like the caramel notes,
Yeah.
which obviously is what it should be.
Yeah. That's a solid beer.
Yeah.
Definitely better than some of the ones we've had today. Also, big shout out to Jim Monroe. He's watching as always.
Yeah, buddy.
He loves him a good quaff on busted knuckle. So thought I'd make sure I throw that out there for you, give you a little love.
Jim, I'm right here. You can type it to me, man.
Haven't you ever noticed he rarely does that?
I know, until it's like the last beer.
I'll get like 4 or 5 texts during the show, but like he's like, fuck Matt, he won't read it anyways.
Well, first Matt has to see it. And we know he's got the bad eye and the worse eye.
I can't always read good, but I try, damn it.
I do love that Cannonball Creek hat though. I forgot you bought that one. It's a good looking hat.
Good looking at.
It's from our trip to
Beautiful
Denver we take every year. Yeah.
Is it around the time of Great American Beer Festival?
No,
Not even close.
no, we go in February.
Oh,
It's almost as
that's
far
like
away
the
as we could get, yeah.
Yeah. We try to make it as least likely to do that as possible.
That's probably also the least hot that state is, or least cold that
Oh,
state
it's
is.
wonderful. We had a blizzard one year when we were there. It was great.
But it was
Oh.
35 degrees.
Yeah, it's like mid-hip snow, like blurry.
It dropped 18 inches of snow on us over one day.
Matt got lost in the snow.
He did. It was great. He fell down. You couldn't see him.
True.
I pulled him up. Then he fell down again. I pulled him up again. He fell down again. It
It
took
was
a
the
while.
middle of the street. We were
We,
scared.
we couldn't just leave him. It was literally the middle
We
of
were
the
worried
street.
for his safety.
Well, it was slick. I was wearing Vans. I was laughing.
Why would you wear
It was
Vans
super
when it's
deep.
slick?
Because I didn't know it was going to snow 18
24
inches.
inches of snow.
Did we end up with 24? I can't remember. I thought it was just
Something like
18. It was something absurd
It was
in one
past your
day.
knee. Like, I know
But
that.
it
Yeah,
was
there was
great.
nothing when the day started.
We were literally drinking on a rooftop while it's coming down. We're in t-shirts and we're comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, try and think about it.
It was the
it
weirdest,
happened.
most amazing thing ever. I'll have to find that
We'll
picture.
find the
Sounds
pictures.
scenic.
It was.
the
I got
picture.
some wonderful pictures.
The picture of us outside of that one bar with the snow just, you can barely see us.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the ring, right? Golden ring?
Everyone,
Or circle?
Golden Mill.
No, Dad.
He has
God,
not
I never
once
get that
in
right.
4 years got that right.
No,
It's
never.
because that one fucking Uber cost me $100 to get there, so I try to forget it.
Matt's not allowed to order Ubers when we're in Denver
I'm
anymore.
cursed.
Because he'll literally go to order an Uber and it'll be like triple what we try to order it for.
And we're booking it at the same time.
And going from and to the same
Not
place.
surge pricing.
It's the funniest shit.
He's got a bad rating.
I have a 4.9.
So do I.
Yeah, it's not like it's bad. Maybe a
Who
4.99.
dinged you to get that 0.1 off?
Honestly,
My
I'm betting
ex-fiance calls mine.
I thought, if I put some thought in this, I'm almost 100% certain it's my 80-year-old boss that probably had to like get Ubers from the airport to the hotel, and he probably pissed off the people because they won't shut up.
If you ever watch this, Matt loves working for you.
He's 83. He's not watching this at all.
He wants to go to more shows.
No, I got everyone talked off the ledge. Woo! We got one coming in. We got one in our backyard in Indianapolis this year. That's the one I'm going to.
Fuck, I'm not going to fly to Indianapolis and spend
Well, I mean, you got
Time in the hotel when you're working.
You got free.
Anyway.
You got free flight miles. You may as well use them.
He just takes off, circles back, lands.
They said $300
He
worth.
just gets in the plane, sits for 15 minutes, and they tell him to get out.
So how
Take off.
long
Sir,
have you
we're
worked
doing
for
maintenance
Qualcomm?
on this.
I actually just hit my 1 year mark.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Mid-May. So I am officially past my 1 year and into the events that I actually know how to coordinate.
That's good.
There were only 2 that I hadn't attended from last year's schedule. So Death and Taxes was one of them. Conveniently, I didn't have a vehicle. But, you know,
All I know is that story made our day at Death and Taxes. We got a good chuckle out of it.
I'm so glad. So
Bringing
glad.
joy to the lives of people everywhere.
I came over and talked to you, and you're full panic mode. You tell me about it. You're like, we're scrambling. Da, 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 da. I go back to John, and I'm like, they had to borrow that from her dad.
I mean, at that point, we've been there 2 hours already, right?
Yeah, we've been there a
Because
while.
we're the first person at the event award.
Hey,
winners.
in all fairness, that allowed us to get a better spot.
Touche.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
So you were the first person at the event? We were
Oh, yeah.
last. We were driving through the closed gate and waiting on people to move
Yeah, they were.
out of the walkway.
Deep breath.
PTSD.
Blood, sweat, and tears. That's all I'm going to say. Blood, sweat, and tears.
I was so happy they were right across from us because it made it so much funnier.
I tried to avoid eye contact after you came over because I was like, they're going to look at me and they're going to laugh and I'm going to want to cry. And I'm still sweating and
Why do people like us?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
you're entertaining.
Because we mean it with a good heart.
Yes.
That's true.
That's important, though. You say it like a joke, but it is important. You
I mean,
have
it
a
is.
good heart behind it, yeah.
But
It's like 2 sizes too small, like the Grinch, though.
But there's a heart there.
and what is there is good. There's just not a lot of it. It's fine.
Tough love is still love.
But anyway, again, we did meet Hannah at Full Fest last year. Full Fest is November 15th this year. Tickets are on sale. Right now, they're $5 off for early bird. I suggest getting them. For one, it's cheaper than most of the beer fests anymore. Most beer fests have had to raise their prices. Matt and I are going to one Friday. That's very expensive.
$75 for
How are you?
It's a history
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, cool. I'll be there.
Woohoo! I'm gonna pick on you.
nice.
She's like, shit, I shouldn't have told him. But we got VIP tickets. We're going, but even the normal is like $75. So like ticket prices of these events are going up. Now, History on Tap's really cool because it's a fundraiser event, but
And
still,
it's Connor Prairie.
yeah, still, you know, it's not cheap. So a $45 event is fucking dirt cheap, especially when you get unlimited foaling and unlimited samples.
Yeah.
It's going to be almost triple the size of last year. We're looking at 25 to 30 vendors from all over the state. So not even just indie local. We have people coming down from Valpo, Blockhead Brewing, Lakeville Brew Crew out of Lakeville, Indiana, Perry Vine out of South Bend, Hog Molly's coming up from Columbus. We got people from around the Indy area that
If you wanted something besides beer, are we gonna have other beverages?
literally
as well?
what literally was next on there. But I like the
Ooh.
I like that. But like you threw me off. You threw off my groove, man.
It's alright, Stella, you'll get it back.
I'm old enough for that.
Groove. Had a girl.
Nice.
That was great. Cusco's poison. You want to go Cusco?
Proud of you.
She's only 23.
But also, it's the first year that there will be distilleries at this event. So Distillery 64 is coming up from New Albany. We have West Fork Whiskey is going to be on board.
Sorry.
She's thinking about Cusco's poison.
I was thinking about you saying it.
It's going to be cool. Look at the event for the list of current places. There are still about 7 or 8 coming, but very excited. We even have some homebrew clubs participating this year.
That's fun.
And the winning brewery of the tournament, because they play in a tournament in Fulling, they're going to win a dedicated tap for 1 year. So they will have a contract with the Fulling Warehouse for their own tap for a year. It'll have a massive championship tap handle.
Yes.
So basically everyone's going to buy that beer even if they don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, with the tap handle that awesome,
yeah.
it's got to be a good beer.
I'm pretty excited about it because we like supporting the breweries, and that was a good way to give a brewery a little extra.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Full Fest, or Foul Fest, if you ask Tyler.
Oh no, it's Full
jumped on.
Fest.
It says, "What's up, ladies and gentlemen?" And he says, "Full Fest, I am diving again."
Hop Lore Brewing, who's been watching today, is going to be there this year.
Hell yeah.
Brett also says, so other cocktails?
Bad
The
Dad.
gentleman at Bad Dad. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I hope
Herman Brothers. So many breweries.
Can we like ask Brad if they're gonna show up and like, all right, so you had Jersey last year.
Well, she had jerseys.
I know, but she was the only one there. So do we think like Bad Dad's gonna show up in like white beaters and like cargo shorts or something like?
I want somebody to do like
I really hope that
blacks.
they do. It has to be jorts though.
I'm
Like cut off jorts.
telling Patrick they have to come in that.
Cut off
White beaters,
jorts.
shorts, and tall socks. Yeah,
Yes.
Socks with sandals.
New Balances.
No,
New
socks with
Balances are
sandals.
important.
Socks with sandals.
yeah, like some Crocs.
Oh, those are New Balances.
Crocs
which
and
I have.
socks. Yeah,
You mean like mine?
yeah, the Dad Classics.
That doesn't mean
Just
anything.
come in that
I'm
outfit.
saying
Just
come in
it has
that
to go with
outfit.
long socks.
He's got the headband on, everything.
They have to have sweatbands. It's a competition, right?
It's an athletic event.
Exactly. It's a legitimate athletic event.
And don't worry, she will come in a jersey.
Yeah.
She won't bring ours to here, but
Ooh,
I had zero control of that.
Cynthia declares
I tried.
Hannah's my favorite guest.
Thanks.
This is the first show she's ever watched.
it's not. She watches most of them.
Yeah, she does actually.
Be nice.
Yeah.
We've teased her a lot. We need to be nice. All right, back to this beer.
This
though.
beer.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
I
this.
forgot we had beer.
We
Off
never
the
get off the
rails.
The best
We are
part.
back in swing.
It's the best part of the
Let me
second half of every show.
retaste this.
That's why Jim even said he goes early break. Second half's better anyways.
That's true.
Yeah.
Where the intro music gets darker, and so do the beers.
exactly.
It's just trying to match our souls.
And we haven't gotten that dark yet, but we're working on it.
Yeah, a little astringent, but nice caramely notes.
Yeah.
John, you're first this time.
I think it's perfectly pleasant. It's 3.5.
375.
It's gonna be a 3.5 average because I'm giving it a 3 1/4. I think the astringency throws me off just a hair because it lingers, but overall, very solid, very drinkable.
Yeah. Thank you. Get hour 2 started off. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Shafley. Because fuck,
Yeah.
if it wasn't for Ash and Elm, that first half of the show sucked.
Yeah.
Not our worst beer we've ever had on the show.
No.
Oh god, we've had some.
What was the worst beer?
Listerman Pride. So every year they do a Pride beer. It's a sour, I think. I mean, it's a sour, but the first year we tried it, John, how do you describe it again?
Dirty honey mustard hot dog water.
We thought maybe it was a bad can. So Matt and I opened a second can that year.
I didn't have that. I said that was a bad idea.
No,
We're
it
masochists.
mats. So then we really were like, okay, we've heard good things about this beer in the past. So they came out with it again. We're like, we bought it the next year. We're like, all right. Technically, it was light years better than the original one, and still got a 0.25.
Because you can't go lower than 0.25.
Because we won't go to 0 because then you can't score it on Untappd. In this one, like we literally described it as light years better than the other one.
It's
Still a
the
0.25.
lowest
Still a
you could
0.25.
possibly do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was it is single handedly one of the worst beers I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, I can't sit here and tell you the other
It was
ones that
supposed to be
match
some
that.
sort of sour, but and I love
That doesn't
sours.
even make sense if it tastes like hot dog water.
Dirty honey mustard hot dog water.
Yeah,
Get
the
it
honey
right.
mustard kind of had like that zip, like a
It did.
sour.
Like it was rotten.
Like you know, that
a
that
vinegar.
tangy sweetness of like a beef jerky, you know? It's
Like it fermented a little bit in the
Yep.
fridge after like a span of 8 months.
Oh, God,
It was
yeah.
a rough beer.
And we did not drain pour.
I had a
We choked it down.
we had a sour
Choke
stout.
down that hot dog water, Joe?
We had a sour stout that wasn't supposed to be sour one time. That was rough.
Oh, that was really rough. That was gonna get us brought that. I remember that one.
We had a coffee
Oh, there's been some bad coffee ones.
Bourbon County.
That one were advised it could be infected.
That was
but
the
Yeah,
infected one.
but that
Yeah.
was rough.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
still not as bad as Listerman.
We had an infected Dark Lord too.
We've had a couple.
Yeah.
Again, that's one of those like, well, we'll see. We heard that one was coming as a
Let's
possibility.
see. Trying to think. I know we have like 30.25s now, I think, on here.
Ooh.
While you're reminiscing, Brett confirms, yes, Full Fest is
Oh,
indeed
no.
an athletic event.
I apologize. Only 10.25s.
Okay.
He says he has not ran as much as that day as he has since.
And Tyler will throw his shoulder out if he
You
plays.
need
So
to
Throw it
Oh,
right out.
Hey, I threw it out just playing for your birthday.
yeah.
It's fine. I have bad shoulders. It's fine.
I have to warm up. If I don't warm my arm up, I'm it's shot too.
All right. Oh, Kid in a Candy Shop by Street Side was real rough. It was an Imperial IPA. Chocolate and Coffee Sanchez by B Nectar Meadery. That one was rough.
That one was bad. Yeah.
Pride was ungodly bad.
Pride again.
Pride again.
Why do we hate ourselves?
Peanut butter stuffed French toast puffs from 450 North.
Oh yeah.
Evening Coffee by Little Log Cabin. That one was rough. Yeah, so there were some bad ones.
Best IPA in Alabama, not a .25.
No, it was like 1.25 or something like that.
Yeah.
It was the worst we'd ever had at the time.
Yeah.
Still best IPA in Alabama, though.
It's what it says on the can.
Gotta be true, right?
Doesn't mean they make a
You're
lot of
always
IPAs down
truthful
there.
on the labels.
It was one of our earliest shows.
Wow.
It was one of our earliest shows, and literally we have this beer from Alabama, and it literally says best IPA in Alabama, and then it was not good at all. And we're like, if this is the best beer in IPA in Alabama, don't get IPAs in Alabama.
The first
Yeah.
mistake was you trusted something from Alabama to be the best.
But they only claimed the best in Alabama. They weren't
So
trying
they
to
did,
say.
they did kind of, keep themselves
What are
reined
you
in.
trying to say then?
Well, the bar is pretty low. in
Oh,
Alabama.
okay.
Although not as bad as Texas. Texas
That's
beer.
facts.
Texas beer is some of
Yes.
the worst beer in the country.
Florida
Yes.
also very
Florida's
poor.
not great. New York's not great.
Which is crazy because Sun King has like a branch in Florida.
Well,
Yeah.
we don't really count that because they're based more here. They just
Yeah.
have a location down there. But a lot of places that are
And
Florida
we've-
only, or that actually moved brewing to there. What was that place we used to love that had the great G.I. Joe?
Oh yeah.
logos? That was a goddamn crying shame. I loved that place until they started brewing in Florida, and then they just tits up.
Yeah.
Here you go, John.
Oh, comments. Speaking of Jim Monroe, he asked me. Thanks, Jim. I'll read you, buddy. I can do it.
Here
He
you go, Darby Bill
says,
Kid.
"What about that blueberry one that Tyler thought he'd lose his lunch with?"
Oh, what was that beer? It didn't get a .25 somehow. I gave it a .25 if I remember right. What was that damn beer?
I mean, look at a 0.5 or a 0.75. I mean,
I'll have
if
to
it
look
was-
later, but that was... Oh, I remember what you're talking about. I put that one out of my brain. Normally my drunken recall can name them. No.
And,
Speaking of Sun King, I want
Really
to say
scared
this real
about
quick.
that one.
fair enough.
This is Badge and barrel-aged porter with chocolate, caramel, and coconut.
Oh,
Think of a barrel-aged Samoa, essentially.
Oh, two things that I hate.
Oh, I'm so glad I picked
cheers!
this beer.
I'm with you.
I hate coconut.
My girl, I knew I liked you.
Is it a texture thing for you? Or is it the flavor?
Yes,
Same. Cool.
all of the above.
Yay.
Badge and Barrel Sun King Rye Drive Collaborative Barrel-Aged Porter that brings together the rich chocolate, caramel, and coconut notes of its porter base with the warm oak and vanilla flavors imparted by barrel aging. It is a 9.9%er.
That's very.
Slackers.
That's actually very nice.
He likes
It's
it.
a 9.9, sorry.
2025 release.
Now, I will say, I'll preface this, there's been a few times I've been humbled with coconut beers.
Quite a few times, actually.
And I hate myself for it. I'm like, God damn, that's fucking good.
He also used to hate IPAs, and now he buys them at bars.
Oh.
This one's pretty okay. Like, this is not hateful coconut.
In this particular one, with it being
Is
a
it
King's
hateful
Reserve,
barrel aged?
No.
no.
Okay.
With
If
being
you
a
didn't
King's
tell us
Reserve,
earlier, I wouldn't even know.
it's Trust and Hood.
Yeah. In Hood, we trust.
Still no.
That is amazing!
I'm holding it together. We're good. I'll still finish him. I wouldn't raise a bitch.
Did you notice how the English got hard?
Yeah, oh, yeah,
for
yeah,
this?
oh, yeah.
How it is-
It's like I can feel the barrel age from the back of my tongue. I just took a shot.
Wow.
Well, she's gonna love the next one then too.
Yeah.
It gets worse.
I mean, it's another barrel aged.
So,
I'll make yours a smaller pour.
It's,
It's okay. You don't have to.
That was pitiful.
I know.
I want it to be equal.
she also is in the Mama Didn't Raise No Bitch camp.
There.
True.
She's
As I
holding,
cry.
she's like holding herself together right now.
Bottom
Like,
lip quivering.
What's the ABV on this one?
9.9.
So it's not thick and cloying and overly sweet.
No.
It's got a nice cocoa
Big gulp's fun.
without bitterness.
Big gulp's fun. Nice and sweet without being overly sweet on the big gulp.
Yeah.
It's very strong on the
Yeah, I
coconut.
know big gulp.
Yeah, but it's not.
Okay, cool. Thank
But it's
you.
also
I
like
appreciate that.
I don't mind it, but I think you would.
I like a lot of
It's not
coconut on the
sunscreen.
big gulp. No, not at all.
I'll try it.
It's real coconut.
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's- There are degrees of coconut. This is for me being a not coconut person. This is an acceptable coconut. I can do this one
That was a good call, man.
John, we're gonna have to clip some sections out of this show.
Yeah.
That face is definitely gonna be a clip.
I can't push that on the button though. Can we make a button for like a picture to pop up?
Yes,
I
actually.
bet we can actually.
100%.
I bet we could screenshot it, but yeah.
Yeah, usually called coconut face. Boom.
Yes!
All right, good idea, Matt.
Next time I'm on here, I'll bring one of those coconut shell helmets.
That's so funny.
Love it.
Hey, she's already trying to come back.
I
on the
know,
show.
she's
You heard
assuming
that,
there's
right?
the next time. So.
Yeah, that's
It's either I ship your shirts or I come back with them. So pick one.
well, you know, there's
We'll just have her back.
All right.
I'll just still ship them. I already have the box.
Well,
Put
we didn't want
extra
to
stuff in the box too before you can say behind. You want to give me shit about it now?
I mean, always, but that's beside the point.
I have to finish this.
Did you make sure you put the right names on the back? Because I gave you like 4 different names on accident. 'cause
Yes.
I was working and my brain was not.
It's okay. I went off the ones you sent in the text.
The last one, the
Yes.
Mud Hog
Yes.
Ops guy, and good.
I chose the last thing that you
Good
sent
job.
me
Good
to
job.
work off of.
Did you make mine Wonder? Did you change it again?
No, I thought.
Wonder?
Oh, I should have.
Damn it.
No, you're off screen.
Okay.
No, damn
Missed
it.
opportunity.
I should have put Wonder.
Yep.
So one of his
Won-
nicknames is Wonder, as
Wonder
in
with
Wonder
a-
Bread, because he's so
White
boring.
bread.
He's white bread.
Why not? Why?
I got a lot of very flattering
Huh?
Why not
nicknames.
vanilla?
Because Wonder is so much funnier.
See that?
Yeah, exactly.
And one of my favorite times is we're in Denver.
Because vanilla has flavor.
We're in Denver.
Scoop of ice cream.
And
That's the
our
way to-
drive, our Uber to our favorite brewery, passed by a facility that had like 14 Wonder Bread trucks parked out back. And so every time we'd go by, either John or I'd be like, "Hey, Matt," he'd be like, "Shut the fuck up."
It's funny the first 8 times it happened. After that, it
We
was
go every year just so we can point this out to you.
I think John plans the B&B to be
nice
by that.
jackets.
That would be a good one.
This is a Wonder Bread.
I'm cheap.
You could buy a Halloween costume one.
That's fair.
It's like $20.
It's the Talladega Nights Wonder Bread.
Yeah, that's, hey, I would throw in and get the an actual
That's fair.
one. Yeah.
That's fair.
Wake up in the morning and piss excellence.
That's why we haven't, because
He's running the whole behind the scenes.
no, he's really not. It runs itself.
Yeah, everyone thinks I do so much
He's
more
at
than I
least
do.
monitoring, right?
It's always funny because they're like, oh, I need to talk to Matt and ask him if he's tried this or this. I'm like, no, talk to me. I'll set it up so he can push the button.
They don't believe him. They'll come to me. I'm like, oh, no, that's a John thing. You talk to him. Like, you're the producer, the engineer, right? I was like, only a name. I'm a button monkey.
And I'm not allowed to come anywhere near technology.
The fact that he came up with the idea to do a screenshot button,
It's kind of impressive.
yeah. After 5 years of this, he came up with something.
Hey,
You don't know how
I
to do it.
I know I can count on him to cover my booth at
Yeah.
Fest. I know that.
Yeah, he wasn't allowed to leave for a long time because you guys kept winning.
I'm sorry.
I had fun.
We didn't see Matt for the rest of the day.
Yep.
You know what got terrible for me? Because I'm just like slinging beers or whatever, the bottle's, close. I'm like, fuck it.
You
Yeah.
and me both, man.
There wasn't enough feel like, I have to open a new bottle anyway, so let's finish this one beer.
Because it's always like this just awkward amount
Yeah.
at the bottom that you're going to have to open a new one anyways to make the full sample pour.
Or
You
just,
might as well just finish it.
She
I
gets
mean,
it.
or occasionally
It's-
just open one, pour one, that sounds good, you just drink it all because there's not hardly anything left in it.
Also respectable. I
Already
mean,
been open.
you're at a beer festival, you're supposed to drink beer, right?
It was cracking me up though, because like I didn't even think about the fact Matt had been over there that long. Like I'm doing the announcing thing, just going about my business, cheering you guys on, having a blast. All of a sudden, my brother goes, "Hey, where's Matt?" And I go, "Oh fuck!"
Oh yeah, we left him.
I'm like, he's been in his
like
booth
Macaulay Culkin.
the entire time.
We kept winning. We were doing very good.
As soon as we lost, though, I did run back over to my booth and be like, "Are you okay?"
And then leave you again to come bring us
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
He
beers.
said he was okay. He said he was okay.
Just make sure I didn't leave my post, just to check on the booth. I have to be
No,
there.
I wanted to make sure you were okay. And if you said you weren't okay, I was gonna swap you. And you said you were okay, and I made sure like 4 times. I asked you for positive, and then I asked you for 100% positive, and then I left.
She literally goes, "I gotta go back to my booth," and then she comes back with beers and talking to John, and I am like, she's like, I will say, she knows. He said he was okay.
I knew he was okay. He's okay.
Like, well trained dog, stay. He's good.
See, you train him what to do, he can do it.
Yeah, I'm very learnable. Brett says, I did think about that. I ran out of beer.
That's why Brett. They were taking turns because Brett and him were doing the booth. So one would watch our booth and one would go get beer. Brett ran out of beer and was like, who the fuck's gonna get my beer?
He even offered to swap me at Death and Taxes so I could go try the beer with you guys.
Matt's a good egg.
I know.
That's a good egg.
I'm just boring.
You're not boring.
Plain.
Or
Plain.
bland.
Yeah,
Which
bland.
one we're gonna go with?
White
Both.
bread.
You're white bread. That was his nickname before we then started calling him Wonder a little bit. Look at her. All right.
So stupid.
All right, back to Badge and Barrel. So Sun King's barrel program here. Andrew Hood is a great barrel master.
Gentleman and scholar.
The man knows his beer. We always say Kevin Smolart is the smartest man in beer, and I still stand by that. Not the smartest person in his house, but smartest man in beer.
Yes, all true. Evelyn is.
Andrew Hood, though, is no slouch when it comes to the intelligence side, especially in beer.
Smartest man in barrels.
Hood can go toe-to-toe with Smo on a lot of that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Stefan over at Hoplore is another one that can go toe-to-toe with just about anyone. We have some really smart beer people in this state. And I think
Subtle flex.
a lot of people... Well, I think a lot of people that came for CBC didn't realize that.
Yeah.
And then as they got to know some of these brewers, because we've, our boy at River North, Matt was even like, dude, Kevin was great.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell these people came in and went, oh, fuck, Indiana's not the little pushover state that we thought they were.
Well, like Smo was bragging. He's just like, hey, I got, a 4.7 rating on his presentation out of 5? And most of them are like a 4 or less?
Yeah, and Indiana took a lot of awards at CBC.
Yeah.
I think you're saying game respects game.
Yeah, it was a good year, so
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun to see Indiana get to flex its beer muscle a little bit.
Yeah. Hannah goes first on this one.
Yep, I can't
Maybe.
wait. I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah.
Wait, you're serious?
You're first to score.
Oh.
Would you like relieve some of that juice over there?
I'm gonna finish it. Don't. Whew, I'm gonna finish it.
She might need help on this one eventually.
Don't let you quitter. Just remember that.
For what it's supposed to be,
We won't need rinses.
even if it's not my personal taste, I'm gonna give it a 3.75.
Go.
Respectable.
Yeah.
That is 0.75 lower than what I would give it. I give it a 4.5.
And honestly, it's
Respectable. I just had to give you shit.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's just not my thing.
Exactly. You just don't have taste.
I'm also 23.
Back to
Those
that.
are all
My brain
fair
fucked
points. That's a follow-up question. These types of beers are not your style, and I absolutely get that and respect it. But if you're like, you know what? I want a barrel-aged beer. Would this be one you'd seek out?
Yes, which is why I gave it a 3.75.
All right.
Given what it was supposed to be. It's more of, I don't like the taste of hard liquor on the back of something that isn't supposed to be hard liquor.
Okay.
It makes me feel squeamish.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
About that one. I'm really scared of that one.
This is crafted very, very well. I really respect the hell out of how balanced and not overly sweet and cloying and Indiana stout it is. Because that's Indiana stout. So they did a fantastic job. I will also match that 4.5.
So what's that end up, John?
I don't know. My phone's over here. You've been doing it all night for me.
I was texting James, telling him we're about to drink Hog Molly.
That gives it a 4.25.
Nice. Woo! Shouldn't ruin it. No.
I could have. I had to think about it.
I couldn't take that bitch.
0.25.
And weirdly, her score doesn't count, Matt. No. Matt, what would you have given
what do you?
it? Non-coconut guy that you are.
So, what you said the ABV on was?
Also, can you give us a rinse?
9.9.
9.9? Okay, I thought that was that one. I'll kind of meet in the middle of what it probably deserves on what I would give it. I'm going 4.25. A little personal bias on there, but that's very well made. Just not my personal favorite flavors, but works really well for what it is. Very good.
They did a good job.
Got it!
Nice. Good job.
Channel my inner Hallie.
Do you have 2 of the Freedom Cups?
What?
You have 2 of the Braveheart Cups?
That one's actually cracked.
Oh.
It came in and from shipping it out of the box, it was cracked.
All right. John's mailman decided to play soccer with the box it looked like.
Was it FedEx?
No, USPS, isn't it?
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's USPS.
Any of them, really.
Yes.
Just punt them onto the porch.
Normally,
It probably got stuck in the Indianapolis post office.
probably did some laps.
Yeah.
anything I try to send out of the Nashville post office, I swear to God, it sits there for like a week because it's so puny.
Well, Indianapolis upgraded all its systems, and it's supposed to be one of the most perfect modern postal systems in the world.
That it's not.
Oh my God, packages get sent on loops. My favorite.
It's the Bermuda Triangle.
My favorite is I have had packages shipped to me from like Nashville, Tennessee, that will go to Indianapolis, and then we'll go to North Carolina, then go back to Indianapolis, and then go to like Canada. I actually had a package go to fucking Mexico. USPS lost money on this package because it ended up going through international postal systems when it came from Ohio. Ohio to Muncie, Indiana, ended up in Mexico.
It's like 2 hours.
So they could have just driven it to you faster.
Yeah.
I literally looked at John and I was like, hey, I have a really cool Funko Pop that I was going to bring because that shelf has a bunch of Funkos that we used to have behind our show. We haven't figured out how we would be able to do that with this. And it was from Letterkenny.
I have all of those.
Nice.
And
And
Squirrely Dan.
it was Squirrely Dan, yep.
I have all 4 of the main characters and then the 2-pack that you get of Jonesy and Riley.
Nice.
How are you now?
And so, like, straight up, that motherfucker, Dan went all the way to Mexico from Ohio.
Why?
I don't know.
USPS for the win.
State of the art.
It hit Indianapolis 4 times.
Before you get too far in reading on that, Tyler,
I'm just pouring right now.
yeah, that's why I wanted to jump in. Brett said, after Saturday, we need to have dancing before every comedy show, John.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That was great.
Hey, we haven't even talked about our comedy show Saturday yet.
It's because comedy's no longer on the front of my mind, and I'm avoiding thinking about it as much as possible. It was a great show. Primeval did awesome. Very much appreciated them and their letting us use it for the second time. The comedians were hysterical. Chris Klein had me dying. Blake Hammond, I legitimately couldn't stop laughing.
From the get-go.
Tyler,
man.
the hand's about to have a seizure.
Well,
over there.
she has the least amount. She has the least amount.
Not a chance. No.
Oh no, you have the least amount. I've gotten very good at pouring these beers.
Yeah.
Still so much.
John and you have the least. Because John wanted
Yeah,
lighter
sure.
pours. So I made sure you two were lower. This is a wide fucking glass. It looks short, but trust me, there's plenty there.
Like a tuna can?
But the comedy show was great. Blake Hammond was fucking stupid funny.
Well, that, beginning to end, like, high energy the entire time. Crowd was pretty solid. I know that the headliner was down on a little bit, but I feel a part of that was part of his shtick. But also, that crowd, by the time he got up there, they had just laughed their ass off for an hour and a half.
Yeah, they were
exhausted.
even Quinn, no offense Quinn, but even Quinn came out and killed his set.
Yeah.
And so when even Quinn started off the show on his game, Jeremy was hysterical. Chris Klein was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Blake was, when he did the emo songs,
It was.
I told Shikari about that today. I was like,
he
you would have loved
he had a
this
shtick
skit.
that talked about how, like, emo music is music for depressed 15-year-olds sung by a 30-year-old. And then he's like, and you wondered why they all had, like, got caught, like, fooling around with underage women. Like, no shit. Did you hear their music? And then he started going into it, and then he started making up his own lyrics to, like, Simple Plan songs or My Chemical Romance, and it was like, shit like, she was 15. And, like, he's like, or I had to, like, ask to, like, do, like, chaperone her prom and shit like that. Like,
It just.
and we're all dying.
And then he turns around and flips off the old ladies.
Oh, there's these old ladies. So the stage,
There's an open window behind where they were performing.
yeah, we have a.
Oh,
So
no.
the stage where we were doing it had the windows at Primeval right behind him, and he turns around and he's like, "It's still fucking daylight out." And then these old ladies are walking by and he just goes, and they saw him and he goes, "Oh fuck!"
In fairness, he had that shtick of like, it's still daylight, and then one time he just, without even turning around, he just flipped off as he turned around, and it was 2 old ladies. And he's like, oh shit.
The crowd died.
Like you just see the mortification in his eyes. Like,
And then he's like,
"Aw."
I'm glad the 2 old guys that were walking with him didn't see that. Yeah, it was a great show.
Before you read too, Jim says she was getting you the eyeball when you kept pouring hers, Tyler.
I skipped her cup like 3 times.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You
Oh, I
didn't
did.
skip the cup fully. I watched the whole time.
Well, yeah, you got trickles.
How many ounces is that?
That
There's
sounded
nothing
kind of
there.
dirtier than it
Trickles
was.
my ass.
All right.
How many ounces?
Hog Molly Brewing, strong side, Fig Imperial Stout, aged in Hotel Tango Rye Whiskey barrels. This comes out of Columbus, Indiana. Hog Molly is some of our best friends in the industry. That will not stop us from being honest if we don't like it.
Not great at the full fest though.
They literally have a title under their belt.
And they also lost 2, right?
No, just one. They
Oh,
didn't
one
go
loss,
last
they
year.
had 2 losses.
They weren't at last year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They showed off some pictures of the new facility.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
I'm
coming
so
along.
Well, that's
excited.
gonna be a banger, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna predict that Hannah will not be a huge fan of this.
This is,
but,
I'm just waiting.
yeah, well, let's get back to main cam.
Just,
Okay.
just see how they-
Oh god. This is gonna be fucking awful.
You got
She's so excited. She can't wait.
We have faith in you.
She's like shaking.
Oh. That's it's barrel aged.
Yeah. Nice barrel character. That's not too strong.
I will. Granted, we all have a different adjustment of palate here for that, but both of these have not been as barrel forward as other beers that we've had. They both are. We've had way more barrel forward.
Oh, I got a few River Norths back there that she'd be chewing on a stave.
Kind of glad we didn't do
Which-
Burns then.
I love when we
Big
do
one was
that.
worse. Oh my.
Did you see the eye twitch?
Yeah. Yeah.
She might have just stroked.
Now start trying to fight the tear out.
Well, one of these days I'm gonna stroke out. We're all gonna know why.
This is 12.5%.
It tastes like it too.
DUI shelf this is not.
No. The fig is a nice flavor in there.
I like it because fig is such a more rich kind of fruit choice. Those deep notes, those deep flavors, and it blends really well with that barrel and that vanilla and everything that goes into this type of stout.
Yeah.
Um,
It gives it a slight barley wine character without being a barley wine, of course.
yeah, and I think that's why I enjoy it so much.
Yeah.
Other flavors can sometimes fight. They don't blend. Something like fig and this type of beer just works. That stone fruit, dark fruit just works.
Yeah.
These are like a decadence.
This is a dessert beer.
Positively. Or even a breakfast beer, or an anytime beer. There's never a bad time for barrel aged stuff.
Well, they say the best time to drink is in the morning.
There is a little bit of
Jumpstart your metabolism.
a little bit of
Can't
a
tell that to work. Like, why'd you come in drunk? Well, it's the best time to start drinking.
I tried. My boss didn't like that excuse.
little bit of a burnt roast sort of note in there.
A little bit, but that fig,
But
I
it's
think,
very
balances
light.
it, yeah.
Oh, 100%. But it's nice though because it's not just all one thing.
not just
I
sweet,
like
it's balanced.
competing and balanced.
I like balance,
flavors.
not competing.
Well, but opposite
Yeah,
balanced.
yeah. I'm
Complex.
definitely.
Yeah,
It's slightly complex, which
Yeah.
you don't get from a lot of this
Yeah,
stuff.
when you said like barley wine-ish, like it kind of like that fig flavor on the barrel
It's fun
with the
watching you
other
drink this
stout
beer,
notes
it
on
really
there.
is.
It isn't a barley, but it is barley
If I was a
wine
barrel-aged
reminiscence.
beer drinker, I
Like,
think
that's
I
good,
would really
good
enjoy
analogy.
that.
Yeah.
It has really great flavors in it.
I'm really glad I didn't pull out like a Dark Lord. Or,
I know.
I would have cried.
Yeah.
I think I would have cried.
You would've-
Definitely
If I was
glad
a
I didn't pull
barrel
out
aged
a
beer
River
drinker,
North.
I would enjoy this a lot.
So, question for you.
4.
42 is the right answer.
That's the right answer.
Did y'all
If
get
it was a wine barrel aged sour, is it all barrel aged or is it more of a
Whiskey barrel.
I've never had a wine barrel aged beer before.
Ooh,
I've
there's some
only
good ones.
had like bourbon barrel aged, rum barrel aged, and those are potent.
That's like, because that's a fair question because she said she.
there's some
did
light
sours and-
floral?
When I say sours, I mean Field Brewing dill pickle sour.
I love that beer.
Oh, that is.
Goes are you Gozas? Oh, she would like to try.
I have a
Goza.
whole
Oh, I got a
sixtel
4-pack at
of
home.
Field Brewing's dill pickle sour in my house right now.
That one's tasty.
That girl.
There, yeah. Ryan's dill pickle
Tastes
is
like-
delicious.
You like Ryan's pickle, huh?
It did sound bad when I said that.
Yeah.
It did so bad when I said that.
By the way, hope you're recovering quickly. And,
Yeah,
by,
shout
and
out.
by hope, I mean I know you are because you're
Thoughts out to your own.
at a
Badass.
college visit with your daughter today.
And someone tried to hack your Facebook because I got a friend request from you that is not you.
Oh, I thought you got one of the porn invites.
No, I probably would have accepted that.
Dude, I got like
Don't accept
some,
friend
there was some messages.
It's
that
not
went out.
Ryan. It didn't even have his picture on there.
No.
Yeah,
There
like
was some
one
like
friend.
random like messages that went like when
So
he got
it's
hacked.
Ryan.
That was one thing that got sent out. That was like those fake porn link type shit that's just trying to
Like
hack
the
your
bots?
information. Yeah.
Oh no.
He literally posted. He's like, I didn't get one. I was kind of sad, but he posted about it.
Oh, did he?
Jim's got a great comment. It says Hannah is saying that Tyler is full of shit with her body language and expressions. Best ever.
Teamwork makes the dream work here. So.
So what I'm hearing is we rigged Quaffon to lose at Full Fest. Got it.
So I'm her partner again.
You would be a
No, Matt will be
100%
her
Matt's
partner.
our partner
Matt's our
if
partner.
we got to
You
rig
don't
it.
want me helping anybody with anything remotely athletic.
That's why we're gonna. Never mind.
Are you bringing anyone to play this year?
I don't know.
After
I
as
have a
much fun
one-man
as you
team,
went
I have
back
to
and
find
told
people.
everybody else that you had, no one else
I
wants to
should
come.
be able to snag one of the brewers this year, yes.
Especially since you have a lot more advance notice this year.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Crazy. Thank you so much.
It's almost like John and I made sure that you guys weren't having to scramble.
We'll still scramble. It's okay.
Well, yeah, but that's by choice at that point.
It's still not my
Somebody.
choice.
Hi, Gryffindor.
And Cynthia says maybe that's why she's
Maybe-
my favorite
maybe-
guest.
Hey, buddy, go upstairs.
Give him
Go
time
upstairs.
I wasn't listening.
Good body language.
Go upstairs. I know. Go upstairs. You're as bad as Kylie.
I love how she goes, I don't want to drink this, so I go to pour it. Oh, shit!
Listen.
Mama
If
didn't raise
if
no
you
bitch.
gotta do it, you gotta do it.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Did Hannah just pull a Halliburton over there?
I'm gonna breathe through that one. That was a poor decision.
But mad respect.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
impressed.
I'm not gonna say anything bad about you now.
Oh, I still.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
Did you
Especially
guys,
since I don't have my jersey to wear in front of everybody right now.
Of course.
I was
No,
actually
gotcha.
very excited about that. I was
I'm
thinking.
sorry.
I was thinking through. Are we gonna like wear them as we come on, or is are we gonna like rip off our shirts and underneath is the jersey?
I was going to do like #1 draft pick style, like hold it up and then throw it over my head kind of thing.
Well, so
I'm
who has the
doing
right
my
to be more
best.
let down? The guy that's never arrived, or the guy that his arrived and he still doesn't have it?
We have to make it fair, okay?
Do we? Money
Yes.
makes wonder.
Imagine how much shit I would have gotten and you would have gotten if I only brought yours.
Not
It
more
wouldn't
than I
have
normally
been him.
get.
It wouldn't have been him, but yours would have been much
Not more
worse.
than I would have normally gotten either.
No, yours would have been much worse.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Cool.
If Matt would have got something that we didn't get that we were supposed to get, it would have gotten worse for you.
Well,
yeah.
he covered my booth and didn't give me shit over the mic at full
Yeah, but you didn't remember
I
his
was
name and tax
literally your fucking partner,
He
and
didn't.
Got you.
we made it to the semifinals.
Look at her.
Listen, as soon as somebody tells me their name, I black out. As soon as they're just like, my name is, there is like a dancing frog in my brain or
I was
something.
like
Like it
college
just,
again.
So we should just tell you, everyone should just walk and say, hey, I'm Slim Shady. That way you just like, oh, just keep moving on. Like, yeah,
Yes.
place filler.
Automatic concussion.
No, it was great. You came up to the booth at Taxman, you're talking with us, we're having that beer, you know.
and I keep
And-
looking at him because I recognize
I
him.
know.
I don't know who he
And,
is.
and you like
I
say
do that to
both,
women all the time.
you say both of our names, we're talking all this, you leave, and Matt goes, yep, covered her booth for a few hours, still don't know my fucking name.
Awful. This is why the
John and
next,
I thought it was the greatest thing we'd ever heard.
that's why the next time I came back, I was like, please tell me your name. I know who you are.
It was perfect, because legitimately, you walk off, it's just like, yeah, it's fine, you know, what did I do? Cover her booth, it's fine.
That's the worst case scenario on my side.
Well, it's not the first time. We have a really good friend that we're only met because he happened to go to a bar before we were all meeting up at Kuma's. And he goes to Upland, and he's having a drink at the bar, sees somebody working on her computer, talks to her, ends up inviting her over to Kuma's to eat with us.
She's become a really good friend now, right?
She's one of our very best
very
friends.
best friends.
She'll literally send out a group chat, and still to this day, will be like, I still don't have Matt's number or anything, but can you tell him he's invited too? Like, the guy that
And
literally...
she will see me in face to face, and it never comes out.
Matt's Matt. It's fine.
It's a rough life. Someone's got to live it.
Matt's the fluffer for our friendship, I think. You know? Gets everybody ready, and then we...
Remind
then
us
we
of
hang out.
Stepstone, you know?
I'm still sorry for whatever it's worth.
I appreciate that, but this is just a day for me. That was a Tuesday. Like, yeah.
It's just a Monday.
Yeah.
All right, now that we're
Brett
very
volunteers,
off the
if you
walls.
need a companion, co-pilot, no, teammate, he will step up if need
You
be.
really don't want my brother playing on your team.
He's the one who dove and did the slow motion. Yeah.
How old
You
is
know
he?
he's willing to die for balls.
How old? 13 years older than I am. So, Brett, you're 48 right now, right?
I mean, the
God,
dive
that's
was
old.
impressive, though.
He's old.
It was slow motion, though.
Yeah,
you
he
beat
tore his
Brett,
ACL on that dive, though.
Oh.
No, he didn't.
No.
Yes, he is older
I
than
feel bad
John.
about that.
Man, that is old.
Brett's
Not
old as dirt. It's fine.
He's older than me.
His 50th coming up soon.
If only Brett would have been sitting on the other side of you at Applebee's bar, then we really would have had an age gamut going from high to low.
Hey, Brett, just in case you missed that, Hannah wants you to know you are double
I
her
didn't
age.
want you to know.
Also,
It'd be more than double.
are we
really,
going to repeat your 40th for your 50th? Because, like, you were puking in a Timber's bathroom
Oh, that's a
on
bad
your
place to
40th.
puke. Yeah, that's
So, like,
not a clean anything in there. But
just seeing if we're repeating that because I'm down. I'm down.
Scratch, scratch, scratch.
It was the greatest thing I ever saw.
That
This is
sounds
48 fucking
on
power.
his side.
Oh,
Sounds awful.
I literally stood in the bathroom while he's puking, just
Oh, yeah,
drinking.
that's
I'm
cute.
like, hey, do you need a drink?
That sounds awful.
As I'm just sitting there going, cheers.
That's
miserable.
called
Once
friendsmanship.
again, why do people like us?
I don't know. But this beer this time,
Because we have heart.
this is a...
Two
this,
sizes too small.
this to me is a
Possibly
fantastic beverage. Like, it is everything it's supposed to be.
Oh, speaking of the Danner family, we got Sherry Danner. Tyler, be nice to your brother.
Holy shit, Mom's on. What's up?
Mama D. Ooh, we had a lady on. We can get advice for Mama D.
No. That's a
Yeah,
long time
dating
ago. We're
advice.
not doing that anymore.
Yeah, that was a great segment.
Again. Mama D's dating advice? That was great.
Yeah.
For a minute, every time there was a female guest on, my mom seemed to always tune into those shows. And then people give my mom dating advice.
It was sex advice.
It was.
Oh, cool.
We call it dating because it's easier to say.
Because dating.
Although I will say, Mom,
No. It was D advice.
hey, in all fairness, Mom is in a better mood and a lot more enjoyable when she's gotten laid. So, you know, good for you, Mom.
Yeah,
And,
my
Jim-
age range is not a good age range to ask about that.
Jim's chiming in on the Tyler fuck you train. Says, Tyler, F you. I'd be 3 times her age.
But, Jim, thanks for doing our taxes.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Anyway, this beer this time, Hog Molly, again, down in Columbus, Indiana. Fantastic people. If you guys haven't seen, check out their Facebook right now. See the updates to the new location because they're going from a very tiny little spot that is perfect for them because they do like tailgate parties. They're a football themed
Yeah, it's
brewery.
pretty cool.
They literally just do tailgate parties out in front of the brewery. It's a lot of fun.
As you should.
To a really cool big facility that's going to give them so many options.
I hope they put up a field goal post.
That'd be pretty cool.
I hope they still have tailgate parties at the new pit.
Oh, they will. Very excited for them. Nobody deserves it more. They've worked their asses off.
Yeah.
So, big shout out to them and this beer. I am first. I really like the fig. I like the Blindside beer to begin with. I have always liked this beer. We have a vanilla one up there from a year or two ago. We have the cherry one. We have a few of their stouts anyways. I have their rushing record up there. Love those beers. I think the fig's my favorite of those. I think that complexity it brings is awesome. That slight sweetness it brings is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that a 4.5. I think that's a great beer.
Nice. No, I do enjoy it. Once again, we talk about some of these Indiana barrel-aged stouts and how just sweet and thick and motor oil they can be, and this is not it. Like, it is a little bit more than the last one we just had, but it's
It's
not.
also bigger ABV.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it did a very good job. I'm going to go 4.25.
Fun fact, wasn't your name in high school Sweet and Thin?
This should be good.
Yes.
For what it's supposed to be, I'll give it a 4.
Whoa.
All right. She likes
I
the
might
pig.
not enjoy it, but it is very accurate, and it is very enjoyable if I were a barrel-aged beer person.
It's terrible unless you like this style of beer, and then it's good.
Yes, precisely.
All right.
I can grade properly.
That ends up a 4.25 average.
Yeah.
We have to do that sometimes.
Matt, what would you give it?
So it's not quite in the Tingle My Jingles, Tickle My Elmo, like, best beers I've ever had. The
Fluff your
47
muff,
Yeah, the 4755
fly
range.
your plane.
Not that one.
That's still one of my favorites. When Ben said that, that just made my day.
The Brett the Hitman Heart of Beers, it's not quite there, but it's really close. It's a 4.5. That is quite delicious.
Nice. It's 4-quarter average.
That's a solid beer. Hannah, thank you for coming on.
I'm very happy.
We do end our show with beer of the night, so be prepared. We're start thinking. I already know what you're gonna say, but
Absolutely.
again, but just for those of you watching, it doesn't necessarily have to be the highest scored beer. Could be the one that, in a positive way, surprised you. You know, you had low expectations, really surprised you. Again, in a positive way. We had a guest one time think that like we meant just surprised him. He goes beer of the night. And it was like a 1, and we're like. No.
He's like, I thought it was going to be good, and it's terrible. Like, well, we didn't clarify. That's our fault.
Opposite of what we wanted, but okay.
So, ever since then, I have to clarify.
I guess you weren't wrong. You just went the way we didn't expect.
But, yeah, beer of the night, drink of the night, you know, whatever. There is a cider, so if it's that, it still counts. Yeah, Matt, you're first.
Funny that you clarified, well, there is a cider. I'm going to go with the cider. That was scrumptious, and I figured it'd be good, but I am kind of impressed at how much I like that.
I mean, that is probably second place for me. I'm actually going to go the Sun King. I was super impressed with how well made that was.
Definitely cider.
Honestly, I really love Badge and Barrel, but I had high expectations anyways because I've had it before. I love the Hog Molly, but again, there's a reason we have multiple on the shelf. It's the cider. I love Ash and Elm, but that was a damn good cider. Yeah. But because John mentioned Badge and Barrel, it's a little odd. We're not doing it normally, but this is a fun game that we haven't played today.
Okay.
Global score guessing.
Global, not nationwide?
Well, it's always global.
Oh, my God.
Global score on Untapped. Only 261 check-ins.
That's not a lot.
261 check-ins. I mean, it makes sense for a King's Reserve.
Right.
261 check-ins. Again, it doesn't have to be quarter increments because they take averages and some people pay for the 0.1 bullshit. We don't. We're cheap motherfuckers.
Price is Right rules.
Price is Right rules. Matt will go first.
On the Sun King?
Sun King, Badge and Barrel. We gave it as a group, just a reminder, a 4 1/4.
I see that one being kind of divisive for the non-barrel people, the non-coconut people. I'm going to go 3, 6, 7.
Why does he never do 3, 6, 9? Because then I can go 5.
That's why I don't.
So with the
That's how old you are, I think.
261, whatever it was, global check-ins, it's a King's Reserve. I don't think the average beer person is getting this one, so I think it's people who know King's Reserve. So I'm going to go a 4.11.
Sherry Daniel says she likes ciders.
So we're at a 3, 6, 7 and a 4, 1, 1. Are we going higher, lower, or somewhere in the middle and trying to skate
3,
through?
7, 8.
She wins
That is a dick move!
because it's a 4.06.
Woo!
Oh.
John was closest, but he went over.
I went over.
The girl who doesn't like barrel
Dims
aged
the
beer
rules.
technically got it.
Dims the
Not
rules.
going to the final showdown, John.
Dims the rules. I get it. I respect it.
That's one of our favorite games. We'll actually do that a lot during the show. A lot
Or
of times.
guess the ABV. We haven't done that one for a while either.
We did. No, we haven't. I don't think
We've
we
kind
have.
of gotten on the guess the global score train.
The global scores train because
That was
anybody can
fun.
do it. It's a lot of fun. You can think about it at home. You can do all sorts of stuff. It's a good time. It's a fun show. I'm glad you came on. I hope we at least gave Quaffon a little bit of love. I'm excited to try the strawberry blonde again. It's been a long time since I've had it.
Around.
Well, it's a little warm right now, she
It's
said.
definitely sat in my car.
That's the only reason it's not being drank, because
Okay.
otherwise I absolutely would have already opened one.
Yeah.
But we will have it probably on our next show.
Okay.
So
And you'll have your jerseys too.
I doubt it. They'll be 15 minutes late. But she'll drive up in her dad's truck.
All of these things out of my control, might I point out.
With that one leftover canoe that never got delivered.
It was a kayak.
It's in southern Indiana.
No, actually, there were 3 that had to go to northern Indiana, so Whitestown,
not
Valpo, and
northern?
Angola.
Did you just call Whitestown northern
We're
Indiana?
further north than
From
Whitestown.
Nashville? Yes.
But Whitestown's south of Indy.
But I'm coming from the
well,
brewery in
it's
Nashville,
Indy.
so it would be north from me.
It's fair.
Everything is north.
Now
from
Valpo
us.
on that's north.
Angola, super north. Above
Valpo's
Fort
farther.
Wayne. No, it's not.
It absolutely is. Valpo's almost to Michigan.
Angola is above Fort Wayne.
That's not that far.
And it's like right above Fort Wayne,
I
near
know.
Michigan.
I go to the lakes up there. And not near Michigan. It's actually kind of decent distance from Michigan.
The oven mitt or the boot?
The problem is she's
Either
coming
way.
from Nashville. That's further.
Either way, it took me
Because-
9.5 hours to
Yeah.
drive around the state.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It's just more fun to give her shit.
Oh, pertinent comment. Brett says go Pacers.
Thursday,
Yes, sirs!
That has been way too much fun. Way too much fun watching them play right now. Very excited. Nobody's giving us any shot at all, which is fine because they haven't given us any shot all playoffs.
And
never give us a
I'm
shot.
going to say this. I don't. That's fine. This team kind of has a team of destiny feel to it.
There's only the top two teams since January 1st in the entire NBA were Oklahoma City and
these
the
guys.
Pacers.
Yeah.
The Pacers have had many chances to blow this playoffs and find a way.
Yeah, they do. This team finds a way.
As long as Pascal keeps just being consistent, we're gonna be fine.
They're going to have dumb moments.
Fucking
'Cause-
injured him hard. God damn it.
They're going to be. They're
I hate
going to
them
be
so
dumb
much.
Did you
moments.
say you measured him hard?
Andrew Nimhard.
I heard what I heard.
I fucking hate him so much. I
Almost
love
the
him.
same.
I love him, but I fucking hate him because I've never seen somebody make more bonehead plays and
Mathurin.
then steal 6 fucking times off of Brunson. Like, it's
Mathurin.
fine. Yeah, but Mathurin could like drop 21 while doing it, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching.
She's giving you the eyes again, Tyler. She's about to
Very
jump
off the rails.
I watch football. I'm cool.
Deflate game. Brady didn't deflate those balls. They were fine.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Patriots fan. Turned Bengals fan.
Ugh.
Why do you hate football?
When was the last time that you went to school?
Yeah.
Never, actually. I'm a Browns fan.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Life more than anybody.
I do, yes.
He hates them. He likes
Honestly,
he hates
like,
life.
we're the same at this point, Bengals.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
I
You know who
laid
we
up
are.
on
You know who she is.
Yeah.
Have a great night and buy Fulling tickets.
Yeah.